Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the Chav invasion of England. Before it all starts, I'll show off a couple of things. First off, we're doing multiplayer sign-ups. The details are below for subs to the channel. If you want to pick a country, then basically the only rules are start with 15 base tax or fewer. For example, Naj has 12. They're okay. Yemen have 17. They are not okay. Cyprus have 10. They're an example to us all. So is Mongolia. So, if that appeals to you, if having a game where people don't play as babby nations appeals to you, then feel free. Also, like I said at the end of last session, I'm in a situation where I can enforce peace on England due to them not wanting peace but having -3 stability. So what I did was I set up this non-Iron Man copy of the game. So I can play as Chavs and try to find any exploits relating to that. I was going to do it last night. I didn't do it last night. I'll do it in the future, and if I manage to find something interesting, we shall do just that. But that's not what we're about today. Let's get back into the game proper. So we go away from the non-Iron Man local version. I think I've gone over how to do that before. And let's go back to our Iron Man cloud save version. I like the that emote arcane. Jake will just make you just a number if you do that. Okay. Let me try and remember anything about this. That's right, we're at war with England and France and their colonial nations. But they don't seem keen on landing over here, which seems to be working out quite well for me. Probably because they have their hands full with Castile. I should take advantage of that. One thing I haven't been doing, and I really should have been doing, is laying siege to France up in Canada. I'm ashamed that I haven't been doing it so far. So let's change that right now. I completely forgot. I made Huron my vassal, so I really should be crushing into France in Canada. So we're going to merge up our units, destroy the stack, and carpet siege Canada, and give it to Huron. I especially am somewhat interested in taking the estuary of Quebec, but I just found out that I can't because it's their capital. Not to worry. If I can give them something like 20 to 25 base tax of French Canada, that would be grand. And I have no problem making this war drag on for quite a while because I already know that I can enforce peace on England. Of course, I probably won't be enforcing anything on them because as the time goes on they're going to want peace anyway. I also want these two provinces from colonial Mexico so I can walk all over Pudero's pride and make a land connection between Mexico and our heartland up here. We got it all planned out around here. What could be better? We just need to make sure that we've got the situation taken care of. I don't really care about this land. They'll siege it up. So what? Honestly, so what? Might as well get a bit of fort defense just to make things last a little longer. Since these battles aren't really taxing. For now. Yeah, we can even use Huron's general. So let's get to it. This is what happens when you don't use cannons. You get distract. May as well chase them down for the kill as we spread out and take over. And a bit more, what am I doing with you? Probably won't take too long to get you up north, so we'll take you there. There's no great need to have you around around this area. And that's a wipe. Not sure if French Canada have many troops left. I've been playing I've been playing multiplayer for a bit recently, so I forgot that you can hover over this and check. French Canada have nothing. How about Newfoundland? They've still got 7,000 men. But aren't they down south? Yeah. Oh well. What a terrible shame to be you. No longer attached to me. Instead, besiege. Split you up. So that you have 2 cannons apiece. And we'll get you going. These ones I don't have to worry about the cannons so much. But I would like to prevent any more troops from coming from Newfoundland. Whew. Jake, since when do colonial nations of westernized countries get Western units? Always? They just never put in anything else, so it just defaults to Western units, I believe. Right, the attrition here is going to be a bit crippling on the manpower, but that's alright, we're spaced out enough. And since this land is mine, and I have no interest in taking a 4.8 base tax province, or a 5 one, it's just expensive on the coring, unnecessary. We shall get both you suckers up north. I'll get you over here to begin with. It will cost me quite a bit of war score to lose, especially my important centre of trade. Oh, it's there. Well, chew on that, Franco-English alliance. Yeah, for those of you that weren't aware, France and England allied, and that's not something you see every day. I think it's because France and England haven't been to war in so long that England lost their cores on the French provinces. So they went, oh well, I don't want anything to do with France, why don't we become friends? And then my fate was sealed. Probably shouldn't just allow French Canada to move around with troops, but 2 stack. What's the worst it can do? The other one is somewhat pegged in. Well, that's what he can do. He can try to siege me up. But we have reinforcements coming in, and all is well. I'm actually surprised this ended up being a good way to do things. I thought it would be a bit suicidal. You are not having anything, France. Not in my neck of the woods. Oh, he's going for the important centre of trade, though. But the war exhaustion is not something I even have to worry about. Oh, this I have to worry about, though. You stay away from my rightfully sieged land. I'll take you and then hide out in Creek, since I have military access there. Creek, who I will of course be destroying shortly, but minor details. Jake, lazy Diplos, I know, but I mean, what else am I going to do with them? We have rather a lot of offensive sieges going on, but that's alright, who's even keeping score? That 20 stat can deal with the south, you I want up north. Jake plans for European landfall is either Iberia or Ireland. No, we're going straight for the throat in England. The thing is, we have Galicia. Galicia is ours, and we can just kind of camp out there if we need troops up to England. But I shouldn't even need that. Scotland love me, don't you? Yeah, they love me. I'll use them as a landing pad. The north will be ours, and we can make it Shitatsu Sho's Chateau Gato. Now, getting land in this peace deal is probably going to be a bit horrible because England thinks that they're winning this war for some obscene reason. We can only take 13% worth of land. But as time goes on, their attitude will change also. Burn it to the ground. When that war exhaustion hits 2, we'll pay it down because Diplo points are a little worthless to us right now. Our PP is big enough, so we can still get our bonus points. Yeah, everything's working out just fine. Except for the south getting horribly ravaged. We'll take care of that. Look at that 20 stack there, and once we have a lot of this land sieged up, we'll be able to turn the attention of our cannons down south. Which is good, because if you want to win battles, you bring cannons. I forgot this Norwegian land is part of it as well. Harumph. Hey, Chateau Gato is my country, Jake. I know, Doctor. The main purpose here will be to transfer this land over to Huron and try to give them tons of overextension. I mean, tons of land. Yes, selflessly give them land. That is why we vassalized them. Wow, they were fast. Oh, I see. That's French Canada making that colony now. Well, if I take the Clutch, we can stop them from expanding there. Or can we? Probably not. Here come the transports. France has finished their war with Castile, so they're probably going to be more keen to come and fight me. But if I can just get this land under my control, then all will be well. And probably not have you standing around in Attrition City. Jake, Norway colonized. Is this new in Art of War? Not at all. Norway, ever since they got national ideas, and I think that was when the game came out. Yeah, it must have been, because they were colonizing in my Reikyu game. They have Norwegian ideas which give them a colonist. They don't take exploration, but their ideas on their own give them a colonist. Pioneer spirit, it's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth one. And their fourth idea gives them conquistadors. I can take unrest on the chin. Right, how are you looking on that peace deal? Given, keeping in mind that one of the peace deals will be breaking your alliance with France. But I can't take more than 50% myself because I need to make sure that they don't re-ally France. So for example, these two must be taken. Anything short of that would be a deal breaker. And they're still... oh. Yeah, look at that. They don't want to give me that. Length of war is only a -3 though, it's this relative strength of alliances that's kicking me. But here's the question. No, Castile didn't make France in all treaties. What did they make them do then? It's been too long, I can't check. Forever a mystery. Unfortunately, these occupations give me diddly squat at the peace deal. Look at them, a lot of them are +0, whereas they get quite a bit for their occupations of me down in Mesoamerica. So I should, once I have this land, I'll probably turn around and bring my army down south to deal with that. Their impertinence must be taken care of. The full 40 from battles is a nice boon, though. Right, so we lost the important centre of trade. That's quite a chunk of war score. In fact, if you've already finished your occupation, I would quite like you down here, please. Get in, please. Where are our colonies? 1, 2, 3, 4, which means this 2 stack is free. We need everything we can here. I like to be miserly with my resources. That's why I'm not building more troops or merking up. I like to think this war can be done with what little we have right now. You've got that blockaded. Okay, more down south. Let's congregate there. Trying to take the highest base tax ones first, it makes sense. A couple of 3s there, must be mine. In fact, these are all 3. Why is this area so wealthy? Well, worry not, I'll take it all. Yeah, there's a log in the bottom, but it would be gone now. Jake, do you eat caviar? No, I do not eat caviar. Wouldn't be opposed to it, but not something I'd say I eat. Alright, more and more troops are getting freed up for the southern campaign. This will be good. Let's kick them out of our country. Excellent. We can finally have another idea. Although, I don't think I've put any thought into what idea I want. Pretty much permanently keeping our focus on military, but that's because I want to be able to stay up in tech. But if I'm going to be fighting over there, I'm going to want some half-decent ideas. Offensive, oh, plutocratic. I almost never get a chance to, and I love it. But I just can't justify it. It's got to be offensive, really. Siege ability, force limits, discipline, forced march. I can't deny it. Alright, part of what I was trying to do there was get you a general. Should take everyone long enough to get there. That'll be okay. Once on acid, I was running after deer. Well, go you. What's got you stuck? Oh my, I don't have access through... I see now, Scotland's formed a colonial nation up here, someone who I will need military access through. Well, I don't think I'm going to miss those 5,000 men. They can just chill up there, enjoying their holiday. And let's not have to worry about these troops again. Jake, look at the French colonies in Texas. What about them? I'm not particularly keen. Or do you mean the ones up here? Still not keen. I suppose what I could do is go and burn them to the ground. Since it takes them a long, long time to send colonists there, like 2 years long. I miss you. It'd be foolish of me not to keep at least a few troops up here, just in case. And how's that peace deal looking now? Yeah, well, they'll accept what little I've offered. Although I have to pay the full dip cost for all these things, so I should be, I should keep a few dip points handy. It'll be expensive, but what am I even using dip points for? Nothing. I can push them back out of our southern areas. This is quite nice though, because they're at war with Castile. Castile is besieging our provinces for us. It's this important centre of trade that I really need. Its war score cost is somewhere here. What's it called again? Quetlaxlan. It's worth a staggering 0.8, alright. I'd love to get France out of the war, but... well, no buts, I would just love to get them out of the war. But I will not. Because I need them so that I can take this French land. Through bartering with England. You're really suckling that attrition. Let's actually get you guys out of there. Pushing me over my diplo limit. Why? Military access with Scotland. I don't need that anymore now that I can walk through Nova Scotia. Look, the only thing that's coming out of Texas that I really like is King of the Hill. So I'm not really concerned about how they feel. Let's get you folks over there, and... have we run out of military fervour? We most certainly have, but I'm sure we can kick these guys out with or without it. Of course, given the choice, we'll do it with. And again, let's burn it to the ground. They'll probably just recolonize it again, but that's fine. Yes, I'm bringing in my own style of marriageable women here. 10 military points well spent. So look at that, it takes them 2 years to send a colonist there. Now let's clean this mess up. We don't have very good anything, and we're fighting in jungle. Probably crossing a river as well. We can do it a bit smarter by going this way. And since there appears to be no threat to the north, I said threat, I didn't say one stack. looks beautiful. Again, I like the look of these 3 base tax colonies. They will be mine. Jake, did you start as animist, or how did you change religion? Yeah, I started as animist, and then as soon as I started westernizing, I got the Christian influences. I changed to Catholic, and then as soon as I got that, I then went here and clicked change to Reformed, because Reformed is the best thanks to these. Well, the best if you can't control the Curia, and you cannot control the Curia if you don't have European provinces. Okay, so you are French Louisiana troops. No doubt heading back to French Louisiana. Pah, I'll deal with you another time. Portuguese Mexico, you'll give me military access. Nova Scotia, I no longer need your military access. Let us liberate our land. And this is where we suddenly get quite glad that it is pathetic 1 base tax land. Not 1 base tax, fort level 1 land. And with that we will get a ton of war score back. Feels pretty good. I just hope we don't get a rise up here. I mean, that's a lot of unrest for peasants. And we don't exactly have a lot of troops free up there. Okay, wow, we've got more troops than I thought. We've got plenty to de-siege this. I'm not particularly scared of English Columbia. Although we should put a little bit of a stopgap there in case they decide to try anything funny. The rest of you can take care of those troops over in French Louisiana. Jake, can't you just assault it back quickly? What, you mean these provinces? Nah. Waste of military points that I could be using to burn their colonies. Jake, will there be a call for peace soon? Yeah, probably. Oh, I love this event. Either get a lot of bad things happen, or 3,000 manpower. Well, you know my feelings towards manpower, so we're doing just that. I'm also going to actually set my thing to stability to reduce the unrest in these provinces. I'm going to need my troops here to deal with Huron's rebels, because it's them that's going to feel it. Jake, why do you have the halberds wielding model for its men when I'm over Miltech 12? Because Paradox, whenever they bring in new tech group or new unit types or countries that use new models, they always forget